Welcome back to the C-Diddily Lorelocke, a Nuzlocke type with an emphasis on storytelling. Rules and overview are in the description below. When we last left our hero, we had just beat gym number 3, the electric type specialist. Video linked on screen now if you missed that one. So let's just jump back into the journey and understanding this is Saki mystery. Having left the big city, we have found ourselves at a new team starbase, which we are here to conquer. This grunt battle is very, very easy with Larry just rock sliding this hound door into oblivion. To summarise this very, very quickly, Clive and a char cadet show up, Cassiopeia calls and says, go beat Mela, the team starbase captain. So out comes Mela, the team star boss. She is a fire type specialist, and if I do say so myself, she is dripped out. Those boots were made for walking in, and that's just what they're gonna do. Walk out of their boss position. She leads with Torkoal the Turtle, whose ability Drought sets up the sun and makes fire moves stronger and water type moves weaker. We lead with Larry, who tanks the incoming Flame Wheel and then strikes back with a ground type move Stomping Tantrum. But after this next one, we decide that we cannot take another, so we swap him out, and out comes Gary, our intimidating serpent, takes a soft Flame Wheel and is then going to hit the turtle with a waterfall, knocking it out. Woo! Mela is then going to send in her hot rod, and we are going to leave Gary in to fight. However, taking the incoming blazing torque unfortunately means Gary gets burnt, which is going to half our attack even further. Sunlight beaming and burn means our waterfall does pitiful damage. So we decide that it's probably time to swap Merlin out. We take a moment to debate who to send out and decide to send in our bloodthirsty, battle-hungry Whoop-de-doo, who comes in on a Screech, harshly lowering our defense. A round of back and forth later, and a burnt Whoop-de-doo takes a blazing torque, which knocks out our bloodthirsty boy. We're gonna have to send him to hospital and see what they say. I'm pretty optimistic he's okay, but a fire fills my eyes regardless. And Gary comes back in, getting an Intimidate, lowering the attack, and we swap out into Billy so that we can get some more Intimidate drops in the future. Our Flash Fire ability sucks up the incoming overheat, making our fire move stronger. We take another Screech, and Incinerate does barely anything. This is not lit. After some more back and forth, we terrestrialize Billy into his dark type, so our bites do more, and the back and forth, dog vs car commences, and we finally take it out. Time for the awkward. We stand there and watch her have a flashback, but as the MC we get to watch 18 months ago. So Mela out here, she's been evolving char cadet, suggesting she's a good passionate trainer. She did it to power the Starmobiles, you know, the big Hot Wheel type car things. The girls at school are jealous of her because she's cute as hell, and Mela is acting like a bear hard nut so that they might stop. It gives her a reputation. Operation Starfall is about to commence. We don't know what that is yet, but one can guess it's probably to do with the Starmobiles. Back to life, back to reality. Mela gasses us up for doing a good job. Apparently beating her is a big deal. Anyway, mandatory selfie, and this time I'm getting assaulted. The girl got a strong handshake and I have a child's body. So it was always going to be a rough time for me, just like it's rough for Whoop-de-doo right now. Cassiopeia congratulates us on another team starbase taken down. She sends us 6 bands of LP, and then Todoroki shows up. Out pops Goku, who seems to like Todoroki, much like any dog. If a dog trusts a person, I am likely to trust him as well. She gives us some materials and then complains that she's talked too much and leaves. We follow suit on the leaving, and Whoop-de-doo needs to stay in the hospital after her injuries, but they will survive. So the rest of us head off to a work site, and while exploring, we bump into a giant head sticking out the ground, so we start chasing it about, and out pops a giant Orthworm. It must be another Titan. We make eye contact. I can sense fear and surprise from the Orthworm, and you can tell it's surprised. I understand its emotions and vibe. After the flight part of fight or flight has failed, it decides it is now time to fight. We lead with Billy, and after 2 super effective Incinerates, the Orthworm decides, no, I bit off more than I can chew here, and it runs again. The cowardly worm runs off, and we make chase, and I'm not about to let this guy get away. I sense something good in its soul when we made eye contact, so me and Goku sprint all out the gaff to get the worm back into a corner. Orthworm does the typical RPG hack of eating a bunch of food and coming back at full health. This dude is built different though. How many boulders and rocks are you just gonna smash? Arvin finally shows up out of nowhere, and so battle against Orthworm commences. More or less the same battle just happens. Billy used 2 Incinerates and the worm then shrinks into nothing, which I'm really disappointed about because I sensed something there. Thought we could be friends. Watching all of that, lady is very inspired and evolves into a bigger, angrier version, but still lovely and friendly to me because we have a bond. Me and Arvin go cave exploring, and what do you know, more Herba Mysticas. This time we had no deaths in this Titan fight, so the sandwich should taste so much better than the last, even if it is going to be salty. Obviously, wouldn't be sandwich time without the homie Goku. So out he pops, and we decide that we are going to give him our sandwich because we are a good friend. Mabastiff is also finally going to join us in the picnic, and I am feeling more determined than ever to get this good boy back to full health, especially now that I'm not mourning. There is no Pokeball sloshing about in my pocket. We share the sandwich with Goku. He gets his power up, which is always nice. He can jump higher now. Damn, them legs gonna be doing bits. Mabastiff also finishes eating and he lets out a little ruff. Arvin can't believe it and double checks with me. I definitely heard a ruff. Arvin has a little cry because his good dog hasn't spoken since the accident. It's heartbreaking. I've said it before. I'll kill any titan for this dog and this wonderful man. Reincarnation sucks. I miss my own loved ones back in the real world, but I'm happy to be making new ones here whose lives I can help change. 2 herbs to go. Let's heal this dog. It's for Professor telling me to keep up the good work and that Goku can now jump higher. Woo! We arrive at our next destination, Casa Carafa, where gym number 4 resides. We take in the views, head to the gym, and then his bald man sprints past us. This lady asks if we're a gym challenger, and we say yes, so she says,
Ha 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 ha! I knew it, of course you are. That bald man is the gym leader and he's an idiot. He left his wallet here when he's going to the market in Port Meridina. He's a dum-dum. Child, you take him his wallet, you pass the gym challenge, alright? Go, child. Take this adult his wallet and travel across a scorching desert to get there, okay? You got this.
After doing some exploring en route to the port, we bump into this stubborn, injured Shroomish. So we catch it and we call her Shroomy. She is going to be a big help in the upcoming water gym, and we are going to run off and heal Shroomy up at a completely different town. While we are doing that though, I would like to remind you that you can like and subscribe. Subscribing is free, and if you're enjoying this series, then pressing the little notify me when I upload button will also help you to stay really on top of it so that you can enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed making it. Thank you. So now we are in the port finally. Kofu is here and has only just realized he doesn't have his wallet. Maybe the mean gym leader lady was right. He is a bit of an idiot. Hearing this, we rock up to give it back, and this asshole with an ego steps up thinking that he is the biggest dick about. Well, dickhead, I think you're about to find out who really has the biggest dick. He leads with a floatzel. We send out Watson, who then just 2 turns back to back, kills this damn. We take down his silly, shrimpy little core wincher with a single spark. Don't fuck with me, dickhead. After the battle, I give Kofu his wallet. He's then going to ask us, a child, to go gamble with his money away at an auction. Knowing it ain't my money, I just bid all of that and get Kofu his silly little seaweed that he wants. I'm just going to splurge all of that money. It's not mine, so who cares? 35,000 Poké-Dollars later, we give Kofu his seaweed, and then he tells us to keep the rest of the money, just like it's pump change to him. It was like 10,000. Anyway, he says, come battle me at the gym, so we're obviously going to do that. En route back, Shroomy evolves into a sick-looking Breloom. I love the way this guy looks. Mushroom Dinosaur is just a sick concept. Like, how can you look at that and go, oh no, he's ugly? Larry evolves. He's overcome his grief and worked hard. This is a well-deserved level up for our little guy overcoming his trauma. He loses his leg, but is proud of his hard work. We then have a picnic, and I've never seen this happen before. I don't know what's going on with Eevee's face, but whatever. The rest of the team do just be chilling, resting, and having some bonding before the next gym. We're looking good on the water matchup. Time to fight the gym. As we enter the gym, we see some main character looking people. Hassel calls us over, and then the dripped out green hair swagged up chick says she's heard of me and that I'm good. I agree, because well duh, I am good. I'm great. Hassel introduced her as Rika, a strong, confident young woman. I'm all for it. Turns out she's also a member of the Elite Four, and she says that she will see us again when we get to the Elite Four and to show these gym battles what is up. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So far, we've met 2 out of 4 of the Elite Four members, and they all seem full of character. They leave, and we are left to battle the bald eyebrow man Kofu. He has interesting eyebrow hair combo. Does he just have a fringe? Is he bald, or does he have 2 eyebrows? I'd love to know what's going through his head. So he leads with Veluza, and we lead with Shroomy. What could go wrong here? We set up with a growth and get hit with a super effective pluck. That's bad. We hit a Mega Drain and leave Veluza with a tiny amount of HP, and that's bad. We literally just saved Shroomy from natural selection, only for her to get impaled through the chest with a pluck. Shit show. My stomach has sunk. On the back foot, we send out Watson, who becomes good friends since he joined us. One spark takes down the Veluza, a second spark takes down the Red Rocket, Penis Dog, Wog Trio thing. He hatifies his ace Pokemon, a Pokemon I think is so ugly but can't hate due to him eating the same devil fruit as Bartholomew Kuma in one piece. We hit an Electro Ball, which does half, and then take a dirty Crab Hammer, taking us to a sliver of HP. One Electro Ball later though, and we have one gym number 4. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kofu congratulates us, and all the while he does, I cannot think about poor Shroomy, who I took to give a better life, is in its Pokeball with a hole in its chest like Ichigo. We get the mandatory selfie and badge and attempt to run off to the Pokemon Center. Then the homium Nimona rocks up, talks at me, being excited about the fact that I'm halfway through the gym challenges. Obviously she wants to battle me, but she can't because she built her team for this gym, and she's then gonna run off. And I'm just silent the whole time. I ain't said a word. At the Pokemon Center, I'm told that by some miracle Shroomy might probably survive, and then I look at Whoop-de-Doo and I want her back. Fighting is her favourite thing to do, and I intend to get her back in the fray and get her back into good health. In Area 1 there is a swamp, a muddy place, but I hoped if Whoopi spent time in her natural habitat, she would heal quicker. We run about the swamp and we get her to slaughter some weak Pokemon, you know, because that's what she loves doing. After spending a bunch of time, Whoop-de-Doo looks me in the eyes and I know that they're better. Just look at this round boy, look at that health, look at those eyes, look at Whoop-de-Doo. What an angel. I start a picnic for the night so that we can get Whoop a bit more time to heal. And as I look around the camp, I realise I have come to love my friends. Eevee, Whoop-de-Doo, Billy, Gary, Watson and Larry. When lost in a new world, cut off from home, the partners I've developed bonds with are what help keep you going. And thank you so much for watching this episode of the C-Diddily Lorelocke. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe to continue on this journey with me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.